Good afternoon and welcome to another segment of Off the Cuff Live with Deb. I'm here with my partner Perry. She's actually my miracle maker.
That's
I know
right.
you don't really know what that is, but she does do the miracle here at Staged Homes Real Estate, meaning that she comes in and does all of the design and setup for our beautifully staged homes. And today we actually are at a property here in Oceanside. This is a special segment because we are so excited that we are actually professionally staging and decorating a home for one of our very close friends who lost their home in the Lilac fires. They lost their house in Bonsall, completely to the ground. And unfortunately, they didn't have the greatest of insurances, so they didn't have a lot of support and help outside of the enormous support and help from the community.
Right.
And this is Amy and Tim Towie. Now, I've known Amy for over 20 years as a broker in real estate.
I've known her about that long too.
Absolutely. And what I love about Amy and Tim is their character. And it really shows at this time when they're going through this by the enormous support that they have received from their business community, the realtors who have worked with them, their friends, and their neighbors.
And nothing they expected. So
Not at all.
To know that they were that loved all along has got to be
And they don't even know it
a
yet.
giant blessing, just from what they've already experienced.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're here at their new rental property. So they're going to have to stay here for a year. I don't know if many of you who have experienced any type of tragedy like a fire and losing and devastating, the whole house, but they have to start over. They've got to rebuild, which means that they're going to have to be away from their home while they go through the debris, the cleanup and the processing, going through the insurance company and actually rebuilding their lives and their home. But you and I both know that home is where the heart is.
That's right.
And so thank you, Perry, for coming in and beautifully staging and decorating this home. We have a special surprise for Amy and Tim on Friday.
We are so excited, and
Yes.
especially that we were able to pull this off in 2 days.
Well, we just
had-
closed escrow yesterday.
We closed escrow yesterday, ordered all the furniture, was able to get it delivered today, went out yesterday, purchased everything else for the home, including pots, pans, but all these decorator items in one day.
I want Amy to know how loved she really is. And I know that at one point you're going to actually be looking at this video.
We love you, Amy.
We love you, and you know what? You and Tim are the most deserving couple of this blessing during the holidays, and we know that this has been a really hard time for you guys. We can't even imagine what it would be like to lose everything in your life. Absolutely. So I know this is really a small thing in comparison to the big picture of what you guys are going through, but we hope that this makes all the difference for this holiday and shows you guys how special and loved you are, not only by us here at Staged Homes Real Estate, Amy, because we've done business for over 20 years and you have always been my go-to girl. And since I could always count on you, I want you to know that you can count on us, and you can also count on those at Fidelity. You can count on those in the business community. You have no idea the enormous support that has poured out in order for us to accomplish this. So you deserve it. Tim, you deserve it. You guys are wonderful people, really the kindest people I've ever met, and the most generous people. So I hope you guys enjoyed the blessing of your new home for this season and this year. As hard as it is, I want you to know that it is here that you will have a lot of love and gratitude from those who have appreciated all of your support over the years. You guys are both deserving of it. And thank you, Perry. Thank you, Christina, because I know that you're over here. You've been working tirelessly to make sure in 2 days that we can do this. Of course, since we know we have but 2 days in order to get ready. Tomorrow you're going to get the keys to your house thinking that you're going to walk in here to an empty home.
And you're not.
And you're not. You're going to walk into a beautifully staged and decorated home that is filled with so much love and gifts under the tree from all of your friends over at Fidelity, all of your neighbors and family members who absolutely love and adore the two of you. Just know you're not alone in this process. You're not alone in this season, and this is just the beginning of many more blessings to come. Amy, Tim, we love you. Blessings and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Yay! At least I got that. At least we figured you guys had to have the Christmas thing,
Thank you. That's so pretty.
home.
Oh, man.
Welcome home, Amy.
Welcome home. No. Welcome home.
Hey.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Gosh.
You guys are the most deserving couple. You have no idea the story behind this. 2 days. 2 days.
My God.
You know Perry's our magic
do,
maker.
I do,
You
I
know
know.
Perry.
Perry. Oh my God.
So now you guys get to enjoy the holidays
Move
and
in
rest
and
your
move
head
on.
and move in
Flip.
and just relax, take a breath.
We hope you brought your toothbrushes, right?
I'm good at
That's all you
that.
need.
I've been in 4
Did you bring
places
your
with my
nightie
toothbrush.
and your toothbrush? That's all
Pretty
you
much.
need.
That's all in my car.
And your babies.
I want you guys
This
to
is all for
know
you.
that when I heard the news, you know me, God immediately put this picture in my mind of you walking into a beautifully staged home. And I was like, we're gonna do that. And within literally 20 minutes, everybody came together and it was just like, nobody said a word. You know our team.
Yeah.
They were like, we're gonna do this. And it was just amazing, amazing.
Could you imagine anyone not walking into a beautifully staged home?
I know, right? Not when Perry does it.
48-hour miracle.
Oh
All
my
for you.
gosh. I know what it looked like before.
That's awesome. Where's the
And-
babies at? I hear babies.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm Christina. I work with Debbie. God bless you. Been there, done that.
Wow. Thank you.
Finally get to see you in person.
Hi.
God bless you, honey.
Oh my gosh. I know.
You're great, honey. Make sure you feel it.
I know, thanks, sir.
Forgot about that.
Not the great circumstances, but the great circumstances, right?
Where did Tim go? Do you sing? See?
We're not friends on Facebook. You just saw my post last night. I was singing. My husband goes,
Do you sing?
Why is my husband not crying? He's talking to everybody like a normal day.
cheer on.
They're kind of walking the tour. I do want to take her upstairs, though. Yeah. She hasn't got to break through the crowd yet. The procession.
You might want to let him off.
Totally.
She seems okay.
I'm Lori.
Overwhelmed, but okay. God is good. He always knows what's good. Well, she was just talking because she didn't know, and then she just broke down. I just cried. Just cried and hugged Perry.
North Coast Church. Okay, so you already hooked me up. Do you know that? Everything I'm wearing is because of you. The first day,
I'm glad
I
we
got
could
a
help.
coat because of North Coast Church. Thank you. Thank you.
So awesome.
Oh my God.
Can we show you upstairs?
There is a bed.
There is a bed. A big,
This girl
beautiful,
is good.
comfortable bed.
Is this room good?
Yeah. No, she's great. But every time I pop around, she says, "Dad,
She's our little elf.
there is a bed. Good deal."
TV there, I got a couple mounts for you if you need them so that you can do the TV. They're up under the tree. There's a mount for here and the one downstairs. And your bathtub. I told him I wanted to do bubbles and some like salts for you so when you came in that the bubbles would be, they're like, that's going really too far, Debbie. Don't do the bubble bath. Don't do the bubble bath for Tim. Don't do the bubble bath for
Keep
Tim.
all this. Oh
I-
my God. The
I know.
stress.
It was not even stressful. I felt so guilty. We were
Well,
having so much
nothing
fun.
stresses Debbie
I was
out.
having so much
It
fun.
was a little stressful.
Yeah.
She was more stressed than I was.
Yes, I don't know how you did that.
But it was so exhilarating and so fun and so
Rewarding it was.
Every second of
Now,
it.
if anyone could do it, would be you.
Yeah.
It's about stress. No one stresses.
No, it's
You-
stress.
you-
This is exciting. Let's
Oh,
do this. Come
trust
on,
me.
guys. Let's do it. They're all looking at me like, are you crazy? We've got 24 hours to get the furniture and 24 to set it up. And my team did it. Christina and Perry, 2 days of shopping and setting everything up. They did this whole house in 12 hours yesterday.
These girls are good.
They're magic makers.
We loved it.
And she's got, it's her energy. She puts out a lot of energy. So if you get in the field, that field will generate.
Right. I just supercharge everybody. They don't know it. I'm just fixing.
Toast to your wife.
Yeah, that is the meaning of it. It's a wonderful
It
life.
is. I cry every year when I see that movie, and it's the ultimate last one right before Christmas
They
that
always-
we watch because it's the most special, and it just happened to me.
And live it right now.
This is the wonderful life. See, God already knew what you needed before you had to say a word. And He already went before you and prepared this place for you guys. Know that.
Yeah.
He did this.
Yeah.
And everything came together so smoothly and just like with so much ease. That's when you know that God is in it.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
You know, God is in this. And it's evident. You know,
little
this
worker
is going to be a
bees.
blessed place for this year for you guys. And you need to know and remind yourself that when you're worried about your tomorrows, that God already went before you. So whatever your fear for your tomorrows is, don't be fearful anymore. Just know that God's got you, and you guys have a support team. Why? Because you're deserving, because you guys are amazing people. And that's really what it's about. So you guys are deserving. And obviously by the support you guys have, you know you're loved.
Yeah, it's been, like I said, we lost things, but the things that we've seen happen to us in the last 12 days or however many it's been, I have no words for the love that I have felt. I never knew that so many people existed and cared, and I have so much faith in humanity because of, I mean, this is just,
Maybe
I don't
humanity
even
will go on
know
a little
what-
longer.
That's
It
right.
will.
Yeah.
It will,
right.
for sure. And Ming's trying. He's like, tell him I want my kids to
Yeah.
do that whole thing. You
yes,
know.
Yeah.
I
That was
know.
such a blessing.
I know.
You know, he's so excited to do the gardening with you.
Is he here? Has he
He's
seen
supposed to be.
everything?
No, he hasn't.
Oh
And
my
he's supposed to be here with his kids.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the next one for you guys.
Oh. Here's
So
Towie's
this
Academy of Martial
we figured you're going to need a lot of space for papers.
Yes.
So right here, because everything is document.
yeah.
So we left the shelves in
Yeah.
for the documents.
Yes. Low knocks.
And you only need one little desk because you don't need a mess around
Yeah.
your whole house. So just put all your other stuff in
Yeah.
here, and you can even store stuff in here so that you can just make sure that you have everything in one spot and organized that's yours, and you don't have to worry about where your stuff is. So if you want them to stay for Christmas,
Dirty.
that's okay. They don't want to come stay home. Huh?
Yes, and they will, I'm sure.
Of course. And so this is donated by another pastor at North Coast, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. And that bed, by the way, was donated by your friends. The other one, the
Mark
king size.
Hoadley's.
I think so.
Is that the Mark
yeah.
Hoadley bed?
Yeah.
Oh, the one I was supposed to go see tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, you
No
don't need to go.
way.
You're free.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
gotta call Pam Tushak and tell her she's not going there tomorrow.
Yeah.
John, it is like brand new.
Is it?
She for 2 hours. Perry just like it looks like brand new.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No. So I was trying to say, how do I not tell her to go plan on getting all the stuff in because I know she's going to want stuff in
That's
before
what I
Christmas.
said.
Yeah.
What
I
is she
said,
gonna do?
you
She's
know.
going to be planning furniture. What will I? She goes, no, she doesn't have time to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
The key was pick up the bed tomorrow at 2:30 so we had something to sleep on. That's all we cared about.
Now you have a
that
bed to
was
sleep
it.
on.
And cable's
I'll do you
coming
right
on
in the
Christmas
future.
Eve, and
You
that's
always
it.
have done me right, Tim.
Oh my gosh.
You'll see.
Hey, it goes around, comes around. You've
Oh,
always been
well.
good. Amy's always been good. And
Yeah.
this wasn't even about that. This was just, you know what? God said jump, and we said how high. And if it's of you, then we're
And how
in.
fast.
And how fast.
Yeah.
Because we need some little miracles.
Yeah.
And he did. And it was just like, wow. You know, we were having fun. We're like, yeah, let's go.
It's all coming
The
together.
shopping angel's here today.
we were here last night with champagne. We were celebrating for you guys.
Right.
Oh, you blessed it.
Yeah. And then all the Christmas decor Perry made. That's all custom made by
I
Perry.
lost every single. I found one, and it's the one that I got from that have my 2 kids on it. That I got from my boss, who's passed away in Palm Springs. That's the only one. And I kept it. I wiped all the stuff off it. I have one Christmas ornament.
Wow. You need
And
to put
it's
it on the
most
tree.
special one.
You need to put that on
yeah,
the tree.
I got it. that
Ironically, it would have taken us 2 or 3 or 4 36-foot moving trucks to move our house
Yeah.
because 2 dozen saddles,
Yeah.
kids. I mean, you don't. After 20 or so years in that, here's what it is: you get a big property with lots of room, you'll fill it up with enough
sure.
time.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Especially if when you're there all
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
Well, right now you guys don't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah, it looks
Living in a
like it.
beautifully staged home. Perfect.
my
Completely.
God.
A couple of Barbies did it too.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
literally.
I know.
Yeah.
And her hair just stayed perfect the whole time. Even last night after staging all day, her hair was still perfect. What happened to your hair? It's like still perfect. And food in the refrigerator, so you're good for a few days, and tons of food cards down there, so you guys.
Donated.
Good deal, girls. You know what? If I had to put someone on it, it would be Debbie. Oh, yeah.
Behind my back, I got it all.
Well, but I couldn't do
cleaned
it.
up and
She's
everything,
attached to
so-
my hip.
Yeah, well,
Debbie
no.
doesn't do without Perry.
No.
One errand.
Thomas,
So this is the family.
Nicole, and Thomas.
Nicole and Thomas worked at when they had the parade, and
Yeah.
they worked so hard all day at the Staged Homes office. So I wanted them to meet the family. This is a family that lost their
It's
home,
all right.
and so now they get to live in this house for a year.
He's like,
It's okay. There's a lot of.
Yeah, he was sleeping in the car.
Something now. There's a lot of people.
It's kind of like how you guys felt when you walked in.
Yeah.
And so Ming is the owner, and he's the one that rented the house to them. He gave them a really big discount so that they could stay here for a year. They couldn't have done this without that, you know. You have to go and see the
The
rest.
house looks great. The house looks good.
Now your house looks awesome. You just closed escrow. Congratulations. He hasn't even had a key yet. I said, Ming,
This is a.
There's a key to the house.
Yeah.
There's a key to the mailbox. I don't know.
I don't know. No, the agent, she took the key to the front door. She took it with her.
Well.
So
these
I
things
have some
happen.
keys, I think, to the mailbox and a key to
He
that
looks
door.
just like you.
I know, doesn't he?
Yeah. No, really.
Thomas, how are you doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
He's very sleepy. You want me to put this in the under the tree?
Sure.
And it just it's a 56 or 60. Somewhere around. It's a 56. It's a very strong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Metal
So when you're
gray.
doing your shots in the morning,
Yeah.
you might want to watch
Yes.
it. Yeah,
Be
with your
careful.
coffee.
So it's a
When you
spirit.
fly,
What is it?
Chinese wine.
Chinese wine.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to put it right in here.
Charlie Bradshaw from North Coast Church, and just here with an amazing deal that some North Coasters, Debbie and Perry, put together for a victim of the Lilac fires. That we've helped at North Coast also, but they've just gone over and beyond and just set up their whole new rental house for the next year and set it up, furnished it, decorated it, and made it just right for them. It's just a great example of them being the hands and feet of Jesus. And it's what we want North Coasters to be doing. And we've been helping a lot of the victims of the Lilac fire with gift cards and cash and just hands and feet, again, helping them clean up and get ready and get settled in. We just want them to have a great Christmas and just really dealing with what they need to be working with right now, and then we'll work with them later in the future. And just want to wish Amy and Tim the very best, and just know they're going to have a great Christmas. And you've seen the Christmas tree that's set up with gifts under it. And we just wish them the best, and we're there to help them as we have already.
Surprise! This is for you guys, for everything that you've done for so many people since you've been married. Everything you've done for so many people, it's finally coming back to you. You two deserve this more than anything, and that's why we're here. You looked out for us since we were born, our whole lives, and now it's our turn to look out for you and help you get back on your feet, like you helped us get on our feet. We love you very much.
Amy and Tim, I just wanted to say this has been one of the greatest blessings of my life, to be able to do this for you in conjunction with Stage Homes Real Estate. The staging was so much fun. It was a challenge beyond belief to be able to do in 2 days, but thinking of you two the entire time made it so worth it. And then seeing you come in today and feeling like we're blessed beyond measure. I can't tell you, this has been the greatest Christmas gift of my life to be able to do this for you. So thank you so much, and I pray that you are in great hands and you love it here for the next year. Merry Christmas.
Hey Tim and Amy, it's Christina Houston from Stage Homes Real Estate, and I just want to say congratulations on your rental home. I'm so happy I could be part of the team to help stage it and to get it ready for you and just make it so that you could have a Christmas here and not have to worry about buying furniture now, and now you can concentrate on the actual rebuild process. So congratulations, and we are just so thrilled from the bottom of my heart to be able to do this for you.
They have 3 minutes to get out of their house, literally. 3 minutes. They looked like this, and then they saw the fire in their backyard, and they ran out their house. So everybody here came, and they brought them presents, and they put the Christmas tree up for them, and they put in all new furniture because all their furniture burnt. Isn't that pretty cool? Do you have presents under your tree? Yeah?
We don't have a tree.
Not yet? I don't have a tree either. But we brought this tree here, so I'm going to share that tree.
Yeah,
So
we come
Ming
here to share
is
the tree.
the owner of the property. We actually closed escrow like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
20.
Yeah.
22nd. Yeah. 2
So
days.
he was gracious enough after meeting Tim and Amy to allow them to stay here for 1 year at a very discounted rent so they could afford to get their life back on track and rebuild. So thank you for that gracious offer.
you're
That was
welcome.
awesome. Because of your family, this family now has a home for 1 year while they rebuild their house that burnt down, and that's a huge blessing. And I thank you, and I thank you for your father, because your father was so generous. Do you know what generous means? It means that he's very giving and he's very kind, and because of his kind heart, this family now has a home to stay in for 1 year as a present. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. So thank
He
you.
can understand sharing.
Sharing?
His words is sharing.
We're sharing this house with them
Share.
for 1 year. Is that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Cool, huh? And I saw you brought a present for the tree. Did you put a present under there too with your dad? That was really nice.
What's the
of you.
name of the present?
I don't know. Did you put the present under the tree? Did you see the present?
I always share at my school.
Do you share at your school? You know what I want you to do when you have your next share day at your school? Share the story. How your family was able to bless this family with a new Christmas house for Christmas. That's a huge story, and what a big share. Can you do that? That would be a really good share, because they have share day, right? You get to go and share your stories. I'm going to give him something to take to go and share about this house, so he can talk about what happened here. Okay? Is that good? So thank you, Ming.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tell me, what do you think of Amy and Tim and the whole experience, and why did you do that for them?
Everybody could suffer some misfortune sometime in their life, but it's our chance to give them help.
That's right.
The house purchase is similar like just a chance for them.
That's right. That's right.
Thank God for the blessing for Tammy, for everybody, and thank you for the transaction, everything. Yeah, everything is in time.
Yeah.
It seems the house is bought, ready for them to live.
Isn't it true?
Yeah.
It almost seems like, because we weren't
Magic.
supposed to close, we weren't even supposed to be in escrow.
Yeah.
This was a magic deal, really, on many
Yeah.
fronts, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it was really a God thing, that everything came together at just the right time, because this was a special blessing for the whole time.
We didn't expect such a tenant.
No.
Yeah.
I know. And you know what they said tonight? If they came here and there was no bed, that they were going to buy a blow-up mattress and they were going to stay here anyway in an empty house because they were so excited to be here.
Yeah.
And then they showed up and the house already had the bed set up for them. So they're super excited. So thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sweetheart, for sharing your house. And thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.